Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to focus on a main cause of pain and tightness at the base of the skull, which are the suboccipital muscles. If you're unfamiliar with them, they are a group of small muscles located directly below the base of the skull, and when they become strained and inflamed, they can cause a lot of pain in this area that can travel upward towards the side of the head, leading to tension headaches. To fix this, I want to go over easy exercises that are going to help massage, stretch, and strengthen these muscles for both quick and long-lasting relief. Each one of these exercises works differently. To get the best results, go through them all and use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. Here's a really easy tight muscle release that can offer instant relief. The first thing that we need to do is target our suboccipital muscles. So you're going to slowly tuck your chin downward towards your chest until you feel a really deep stretch forming on the upper part of your neck. We're going to hold this and now take our hands, interlock our fingers, put our hands right on the back of our head. Now make hooks with your thumbs and press right into the muscles below the base of the skull off to the side of the spine. Apply enough pressure where it's going to be a comfortable self-massage. What you're going to do is slowly hook those muscles and glide your thumbs across the base of your skull towards your ears. Do this nice and slowly for 5 to 10 repetitions. It usually feels really, really good. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels pretty loose, pretty good, just move down slightly and repeat this the whole length of your upper neck. The odds are you're going to find that one certain spot is just the pinpoint spot of tightness, achiness, or pain. For me, it's a little bit off to my right side. At that point, I just like to keep throwing repetitions in over that spot until everything is nice and loose. And if you do have one spot that's just really stubborn, doesn't want to release, at that point, try some different movements with your thumb. So instead of going from side to side, go up and down with it. You can do circular motions. Just experiment with as many positions as possible, as many movements, until you find the one that just offers the most relief. But if you would like to take this one to the next level, instead of keeping your head straight, slowly turn your head towards one side, kind of like looking over one side's shoulder, because what you're going to notice, it opens up the other side of the neck a little bit more so you can really dig into those muscles. So give that a try towards the left and also towards the right. If you find one of those positions is offering more relief, just keep throwing repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. Here's an exercise called chin tuck decompression, and what it's going to do is offer a really deep stretch at the base of the skull for instant relief. Start off by taking 2 fingers, putting them right on your chin, and now slowly press your head backward until you feel a really good stretch form in your neck. You're going to hold this and now take the hand on the other side, hook the back of your head. The movement is really straightforward. This bottom hand is going to press our head backward while this top hand hooks it and pulls our chin downward towards our chest at the same time. You should feel a really good stretch form on the upper part of your neck that works towards the base of the skull. Build into this one as much as you can. Hold it comfortably for 20 seconds, release it, take a breather, and then repeat this 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. But at this point, you can also now put the head through different movements to hopefully get more relief. So instead of keeping your head straight, slowly turn to look towards one side's shoulder as much as you can, and then you're going to repeat, pressing your head backward, tucking the chin towards the chest. You're just going to notice that it opens up the other side of the neck a little bit more. So give that a try towards the left and also towards the right. If you notice any of these positions are offering more relief, at that point, throw more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. But if you really want to take this one to the next level and get a very intense stretch, give this one a try. So let's press our head backward to get that initial stretch into our neck, but this time around we're going to take both hands and put them on the back of our head. Now hook the back of your head and just pull your chin downward towards your chest, but do this slowly because you are going to feel a deep stretch across the base of the skull, targeting those suboccipital muscles. 20-second hold, release it, repeat this 3 to 5 times. But the nice thing is with this movement too, we can add in that head turning motion to find the position that will offer the most relief. So this is called the towel method, and what we're going to need is a medium-sized hand drying towel. Roll it up and place it right over the back of your head, a little bit above the base of the skull. So the movement is taking the two ends of the towel, pulling them forward and down at the same time. As you do this, you're going to notice that your head is brought forward and your chin will be brought towards your chest. But more importantly, you're going to feel a deep opening stretch in your upper neck that works towards the base of the skull. Build into this one, hold it comfortably for 20 seconds, release it, and then repeat this 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. But to take this one to the next level, we can add in some different movements. The first being slowly turn your head towards one side, kind of like looking over your shoulder, and then repeat. You're going to notice it opens up the other side of the neck a little bit more. Give that a try towards the left and also towards the right. But the one that I really like to do adds in a little bit of a massage and a stretch at the same time. So roll up that towel and place it right over the muscles at the base of the skull. You're going to hook into those muscles by pulling the two ends of the towel, and you really want a good amount of pressure over that area. You're going to hold this and now slowly look upward towards the ceiling. Hold that for a brief second and then slowly look towards the floor, taking your chin towards your chest. Just do this nice and slowly over and over again for about 5 repetitions in both directions. You're just going to feel that towel more or less glide over that spot, and it just feels really good, like a stretch and a massage at the same time. Release it, and if it feels like it needs a little bit more, you can keep throwing repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. But go through all of these movements. The odds are you're going to find that one just offers a little bit more relief. And at that point, keep throwing repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. This is called the peanut method, and what it's going to offer is a massage and a stretch at the same time. I'm going to be using what is called a peanut massage tool. These are really inexpensive. If you would like to pick one up online, I'll leave a link in this video's comments section and description. But if you don't have one, no big deal. You can substitute using this with a large can of soup with a towel over it. So what I'm going to do is lie flat on my back on a floor, take the peanut tool and place it right below the base of the skull, right over those suboccipital muscles. What we want to do at this point is now press our head straight down into the peanut until it feels like a very deep but comfortable massage. What I'm going to do from here is slowly tuck my chin towards my chest, and then I'm going to look upward like this, just over and over again. As you do this, you're going to feel that peanut massage tool slowly glide over those suboccipital muscles, and this one usually feels really, really good. Try to do this for about 5 to 10 seconds, release it, take a breather. If it feels pretty good in that area, you can pretty much move this across the whole neck, focusing on any spot that needs it a little bit more. But if you would like to take this one to the next level, even more so if you have a little bit more pain off to one side, let's say it's our left side, what you can do is slowly tilt your head towards the side of pain. Now press your head down into the tool and do that chin tucking motion. You're going to notice that it just targets that spot a little bit more. So experiment with different movements and focus on any area that needs a little bit more attention. Here's a really good strengthening exercise that you can use daily for long-lasting pain relief. What we're going to do is look straight ahead, and it's really important during this exercise not to look upward towards the ceiling, so always look straight ahead. From here, we're going to press our head backward as much as we can until we feel a very deep activation of the muscles in the upper neck. We're going to hold this and then slightly tuck our chin downward towards our chest to deepen that activation. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds, release it, and then repeat this 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. But afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy, always challenge yourself by throwing in another set or 2. But to take this one to the next level, we can add in different movements and also resistance to hopefully get more relief. So what we're going to do first is, instead of keeping our head straight, slowly turn to look over one side's shoulder as much as you can, and then you're going to press back. You're going to notice that it just targets the neck a little bit differently. So give that a try towards the left and also towards the right. You can also add in some resistance if you feel like this is not challenging enough. So take your hands, interlock your fingers, put them on the back of your head. And as you do this exercise, just lightly resist against that backward movement with your hands. But go through all of these movements. The odds are you're going to find that one just feels like it's a little bit more weak, maybe even tight or achy. At that point, treat it like your weak link and throw more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose, or it feels like you got a really good workout. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.